So something real quick. I was just thinking about how, and this might be personal because I don't know if I should be putting my goals out there, but I'm just sitting here thinking about how, like, if I moved with good intention and I didn't want to, like, I know some single mothers out there, they're beautiful, good people, but then I would move with bad intention because I feel drawn to them, and I try to get in a relationship or make it romantical. But I don't think it's supposed to be like that for me. I don't think I'm supposed to be in a relationship. I don't know if forever, but at least for now. And if I moved with intention of just trying to help people, because if I'm trying to start a nonprofit organization in memory of my mother, and it's the intergenerational haven for love, right? And it's a sanctuary for people, right? And it's a elderly specialization. We have 200 acres in Texas, West Texas, and I have an airstrip with 3 planes. One's for guests, guest speakers and such. One's to transport people who are going to stay here for a while, and then one is my personal plane to which I can fly off to my designated place, right? It's going to specialize in the longevity of the elderly, 65 plus. We want to optimize their health, for the long run. And we'll have a plot of land to where if they pass, in years to be, they have a place to rest. And so they can stay indefinitely. But then we have a place that's not long-term, but, a good while for single moms to come, and they can become an RN, get certification, and have a new career. And then by the time they finish that, then they can leave. Now their kids are going to have child development because we're going to teach them, like, homeschool, but good subjects, fundamentals. It's going to be Christ-based. And they're going to learn how to garden. We're going to call it garden therapy. And they're going to raise livestock so they know where their food comes from, right? And I'm thinking doing something like that, you're dealing with a lot of vulnerability, right? Single moms, kids, elderly folks. Like, that's all vulnerable people to a certain degree. At least the door is there. So you have to be discerning. I would need somebody like my mom, like my dad or Mr. Leroy. Somebody there, Christian-based, who can discern, be decisive, and say, that person should not come here. That person should not work here, Because you're dealing with a lot of things. And we want things to be right. We don't want problems, right? It's 200 acres so that everyone can live comfortably. I want a few guest houses for my friends. I'm going to have a section of the land just for me. But that's not my final destination, right? I want $700,000. I will have $700,000 by December 31st, 2027. And in return, I will establish the Haven for Intergenerational Love, which will specialize in elderly care, single mother teaching, skilled teaching, and child development through garden therapy and raising livestock. Right. So I want a house for myself on that ranch to where I can just wake up in my master bedroom and I have stairs, this opening. I want it to be closed, but it can open up. The door can open up, and I walk downstairs to my basement, which is half gym, half work area. And it will literally just be, I'll have a place with mats for my calisthenics. In the morning, I just do my stretches, and I do my calisthenics, push-ups, burpees, squats, whatever it is. But I still have weights there because there's a whole gym, mirrors on the wall. And on the other side is my desk, computer, notebooks. And it's got to be organized, fundamental. This is only for brainstorming. This is only for journaling and reflecting. Hey, what the hell are you doing? Crazy, G. And And so that place is just for that, just for journaling, not business. Because I want another place upstairs in my house that's just the office. That is for the business. That is for running the organization specifically. Downstairs is strictly for me, my self-development, my self-improvement, the gym and that. So I go down there first thing in the morning, do my stretches, my calisthenics, my journaling and reflecting. I go back up, take my shower, wada woo woo, go feed the livestock, go take care of everything, make sure the organization is up and running, wada woo woo. Then around 2 p.m. or whatever, I come back to my home, I refresh, I journal, make sure I'm in the right state of mind, and then I do my exercise with the weights, go back down into the gym and lift weights in the weight room, get a good pump. Then I go take another shower, get fresh, go out, make sure the organization is running straight, right? Eventually I'll need a CEO to run everything, because my main goal, and it's always been like substantial, it's always been crazy, but it's like if anything is possible and you're supposed to think big, like yeah, I want the 200 acres in Texas and then I want a plot of land in Alaska. I still need to work through that, but the main thing is Texas. But I started to think so low vibration to where I'm like, oh, well, it's kind of a big deal to try to move out to Texas. Maybe I'll just stop there. No, I want that place as a sanctuary for strangers in need and my family and friends who, if anything happens, they know they can come to the ranch. I'll fly them out here, right? And then the personal plane for me is so I can fly to Alaska. And I want my own place secluded. That's why, like, in my master bedroom in my house, I need to go downstairs I need my area to journal and work out. And then I need all that. Friends and family can come and stay on the ranch. 200 acres, we got plenty of room. We'll build you a house. We even do construction. We'll teach the kids how to build barns and houses. That's our thing. And then, but me, every once in a while, I'll spend a week or a month or have you, whatever, to go to my Alaska estate on the side of a mountain so I can reflect, so I can be secluded and pray and move with the right intention. And that's my main goal. And I was thinking about that when I'm doing my dishes. Right now, I'm doing 20 on, 20 off, 20 on. I'm doing 20, 20, 20. So an hour, 5 hours, made the mistake of chilling with that friend, and then I even called him today because I wanted to talk to him about stuff. But you know what? I'm going to cut him off. Or at least I'm not going to talk to him today, but I should cut him off, because who does that? I'm even talking to AI about it, how I still want to talk to him. It's like, these are reasons you should reconsider. And the truth of the matter is, yeah, because he stole from me. You shouldn't have those type of people around. I wanted to be a good influence on your life, but how good of an influence on the life are you if like they're still participating in some bullcrap, right? You know what I'm saying? Like, you try to lead the way, and you have to be discerning in that measure, to where, like, okay, you're not, even Bob Proctor said it, like, you're not taking my advice, then I got to stop communicating with you, because you're wasting my time and your time, right? So that's just how it is, G. To monitor everything. That's what I was trying to tell him yesterday, and he didn't get that, and that's fine, because I'm telling him, look, bro, him, another friend, my girl, people have told me, oh, listening to motivational videos isn't really helping you. It's like, okay, well, what is what you're listening to helping you? I mean, I'm just saying, I can see it from your side. I understand, because I told him, like, you're validated. That's, I understand where you're coming from. But, like, if people are listening to music pertaining to bad shit, and he's saying, well, if I listen to this music and it says this, I'm not going to go out and do that crap. It's like the parents that were concerned about kids playing GTA. Like, they're not going to go out and shoot people and stuff, But it's the intention. It's subconscious. It's still going to be the frequency, the vibration, the feeling, right? So I'm thinking, like, what's it matter? And what's it matter to you, bruh? If y'all watch movies that expose you to 80,000 deaths a year, like, you see murder on TV, there's nothing good on television, nothing good on social media, the music's all trash, like, and everything is hypnotizing, even your own words. And he was telling me, like, oh, you're just going to quit your job. I'm like, no, don't say that. And I think that simple fact is the reason why I should stop communicating with him. You know, sadly, if it's a friend, if it's my dad, if it's anybody, if they still see you as your old identity, and you're trying hard to change your identity, you can't chill with them. You gotta get them out of your life, G. Straight up, it's gonna suck. It's gonna hurt. You know, that's why it hurts for me because I've known him for so long. He's a good friend. We've been through a lot of shit. But it's like if you're still identifying me as my old self, then we need to cut ties because it's gonna seem like a sense of insanity. The goals you're trying to reach, who you're trying to be. They're like, you're not this person. You know what I'm saying? You're lazy. You don't go to work. You break your word. No, I'm changing that. You understand? It's a process. I'm hypnotizing myself. I'm saying it over and over and over and over and over and over and over again. You know, it might seem absurd. It might seem insane because it's not happening, right? But hey, eventually it's got to work because you will if you do not stop on a long enough time span. That's how I know my dad's going to make it. He may be doing it the long way or whatever, just like me, right? I'm doing everything the long way. I'm doing right stuff, journaling, exercising, thinking methodically, but it's like you're taking too damn long. Like we need to, for me, I need to hurry it up, you know? So what's the difference? What are you digesting? What's hypnotizing you? Because everything is hypnotist. From what you read to what you listen to what you watch, right? So that's it, simple and plain, man. Simple and plain. So these people that are telling me like, oh, where's that getting you? It's like, I feel like it's good. You know, I understand you can't use that motivation because motivation is fleeting and leaves. You need the discipline. You understand? But on a long enough time span, the whole goal is to not need to watch those videos, to not need to listen to that shit, to be good in oneself. Because what if this all comes crashing down? What if the internet cuts off? What if the electricity cuts off, right? You need to be self-sufficient in your own mind. I've seen mothers go crazy because their child's phone line was cut off. And it wasn't supposed to be. It's like, and I felt the feeling myself, that disconnect when my phone dies or my service goes out, right? And then it's like, I'm just stuck here with myself. That feeling you get. So you have to be able to disconnect from all that. Because, God forbid, but I'm just saying, if we're populating and going, and we're relying upon the electricity, the internet, right? If the internet goes off, what do? We're like, oh, we don't have anything to do because you want to watch TV. The electricity goes off, what? Can't cook, can't do none of that, right? And then internet goes out, you can't even use your debit card at restaurants. They'll shut down the damn store because you can't pay unless you have cash. Well, they won't shut it down, but I'm saying, like, they won't be able to accept card. You know? That's happened here in Texas where HEB went a little crazy when there was like a weather storm or something because all their cash registers, the service went out. You know, you have to be self-sufficient to where you don't need to rely on it, but physically, but also mentally, right? Because I've seen people go crazy when things are shorted, when things are run out, right? So it's all just about the mentality. Like, you don't want to have anxiety. How are you when things go wrong, right? Because who you are when things don't go the way you expect, it exposes your true level of self-development, what level you're at. If things don't go your way, do you get angry, upset, you know? Or do we work around it and pivot and have the mindset that I'm unstoppable. Anything that comes across my desk, I can accomplish. I'll get it done. You know? And that's it, simple and plain. I don't know how I included this video making into this. Because I'm supposed to be splitting everything into 20 minutes, 20 minutes, 20 minutes. I'm just trying to split everything into 20 minutes. I don't know why. But it's about to be 15 minutes and I'm about to hit squats again. You know, 20-minute squats, do chores, organize the room, do physiology studies. And that's what I was thinking too, bro. I'm privileged. I'm privileged with the fact that I haven't been working the past 2 years, you know, solidly, steady income. And my girl's been taking care of me practically, right? And so I'm thinking about leaving and shit. And I'm like, well, what the hell? You owe her more than that, right? And I signed the lease, motherfucker. That's why I'm like, fuck my friend. my old-time friend who stole from me. Not because he stole from me, but because of the stigma, the attitude, the shit that brings with it. I understand, because I've been reclusive, right? At least when I hang out with him, I go outside, I'll go to the store, go do stuff. But I'm also prone to getting in trouble, getting into some crap that I don't really need to be in. That's how it was when we stayed in Houston. So, yeah, I need to get out and about, but also, just so happened yesterday when I was finishing my physiology studies, that Mark the Messenger came on talking about how God will expose these people that do you wrong so that you can discern and know to cut them off. That he will isolate you for this time. Maybe your friends will back off or not check up on you because you need to, get more inclined with God. You need to study the good word. Be in the Bible, because there will be a time with the release and it's time to go. And that's how I've been thinking too. I'm like, this is all prep work, right? This is all prep work. I'm gonna. Why have I been studying? I'm like, it's a privilege, bro, that I'm studying a subject that's like not gonna necessarily benefit me right away financially in any way, right? It's just something that interests me. But I'm studying this, so it's like you're filling your days with, watching videos on people talking about how to be a man, and I'm studying physiology, anatomy, and fitness, physical fitness, all this crap. And it's like, you're privileged, bro. That's what I was thinking yesterday when I was studying. Like, I was studying for an hour straight or something, and I'm thinking, like, what's this word I'm trying to think of? It's privilege. I'm privileged with the fact that I can spend over 600 days, like, just fucking, like, studying, keeping notebooks. I have journals full of just notes. And that's privilege, bro. I've been privileged my whole life. I have the privilege. I'm privileged to where I can live in a home and I haven't paid the bills myself. I haven't been living, I haven't been taking care of responsibility, but I've still been having food to eat, coffee to drink, notebooks to write on, right? All the simplicities of life, electricity, watching TV, to even have the internet to watch these YouTube videos that I find so informative, right? And so that's what I was thinking is, you're doing good stuff, bro. You're on good time, but you're not doing it right. You're not doing the right. You're doing the right. You're doing good stuff, but not at the right time. Timing's off, right? Like I'm over here and it's 12 o'clock right now, and I'm gonna dedicate the rest of my day to working out, cleaning the house, and doing physiology studies. It's like, motherfucker, you need a job. Well, I just got a job, and I start on Monday. It's Wednesday. But motherfucker, the first is on Saturday. So I'm not going to be able to help with rent, at least for a week. I'm not going to be able to pitch in anything. And so that makes me feel bad, but also makes me feel that I should stay focused. Because my girl's not complaining too much about it, right? She knows I'm going to get a job. Okay. Well, then we can get ourselves straight. And we can work this menial job until we can save up, detox, get a job that we really want, and then propel all the way. And this is why I need to cut off my friends and stuff, because my friend is telling me, yo, you need to get out of here, G. Like, you need to leave. And I understand that because it's all environment. And no disrespect to the girl. But I'm also thinking, like, she's done so much for me. These years practically taking care of me. I owe her enough to at least take care of my part of the bills. I know, because she would be fine. She would either find a roommate or her mom would help her or something. Like, she would be straight. I know she would. But I signed the dotted line on that lease right there on the counter. I did it. No one made me do it, right? You had 2 times the option to say, back out of it and say, I don't want to do this. Even if it would have been embarrassing, I could have stood right there, right in front of the landlord and say, I'm not going to do this. But I signed it. I did it. So, until June, it's January, about to be February. Until June, I'm going to help with the bills. I'm going to start paying it forward. I'm going to go to school. And I'm not going to quit this job until I have $1,000 and I have my physiology certificate. Simple and plain.